just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like that.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Check, 59. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check tight.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check 59, Mike.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check, 20. Rocky. Watch twist.
Throwing is Newton. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Keep it up. Great. Gun. 56 is the mic. That's it for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Caught left side, Williams. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a Panther first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we're set. 188. Gun. 8.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Wright's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Come 8. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 26. Check 99.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Down. 180. Check, 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 24-yard line.
That's it. 180. Mark 54. Let's go one more. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 8.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Flushed out right, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You got nothing to that.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's it. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the 20. Let's get off the field.
Gurley again here on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Second and 5 now. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30. Too low. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up.
Newton now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Everyone go forward. 8.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnover. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down. Hey, motion. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 24 is the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. They can't hang with us. Gun. 24 is the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
8. 24's the mic. Check.
Now it's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Express. You go tight. One, later one. You got tight right there. Check 24, check 24.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What down? You ready? Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, check. Lie down. 24. You ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's just me and you. Check 50, check 50. Right Monday down. No. X3, 218, chopper. Watch the twins. Hey, look at
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Monday, down. You wide at 8. Come on, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Come on, the ball. 734.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal.
Let's go.
Now Carr again. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
24 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
24 is the mic. Exit, exit. 24 is the mic. Rip left, rip left. 24 is the mic. Let's go, D.
They snap it to Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Raiders, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot.